Ever since we were young kids, we were probably very intrigued with clouds. We might have utilized our imagination and pattern recognition to find shapes and pictures in them. As we got older, we probably asked, how do clouds form? And where does rain come from? And we probably got a basic understanding of the hydrologic cycle back in elementary science. Surprisingly, the average weight of a cumulus cloud is about 1.1 million pounds the last time I checked. What would it be for me to make the claim that you, yourself, can make your very own cloud in a bottle? If you're like me, then you are tenaciously passionate for both science and teaching young children in hopes of making them successful in their future and in their lives. This fun, simple science demonstration of emulating the formation of a cloud in a bottle should hopefully ignite a zeal in these young minds as they strive harder to get good grades, as the cloud in the bottle blows them away. You're going to need a bottle, of course, to make the cloud in, water vapor, well, not water vapor, but vapor, so isopropyl rubbing alcohol, because it's going to evaporate more readily, more willingly than water, or H2O, I should say, since I'm a biochemistry major. Glasses, just in case physics decides to defy itself. I've done this many times and nothing has went wrong, but you never know. It's good to be proactive. And also a sweatshirt, a science sweatshirt. Okay, that's not required. But of course, also the basic physical laws of air pressure. So it doesn't have to be totally dry. It's also dependent on how complicated science concepts are taught. There's a right way and a wrong way, and the more bigger and impressive and louder it is, the more memorable it is, and the more easier it should be to retain. So the first thing you do is pour a minute amount of the rubbing alcohol into the water bottle, and then secure the water bottle with the lid fastened tight. What you want to do now is coat the alcohol with coat the inner layers of the water bottle with the alcohol, and then crumple it up. And what you're doing is you're compressing the air inside here. The molecules are heating and expanding. You could actually feel the warmth on your hand as you do this. Notice that I'm not letting anything out or anything in, therefore I'm keeping everything constant inside and in accordance to Boyle's law. Therefore, since I decrease the volume, the pressure inside increases. We are essentially emulating the evaporation process. Liquids are always evaporating even if it's cold out. It's just that the hotter it is, the greater the average kinetic energy, the faster the molecules are moving, the more of them evaporates, and they evaporate all the way to all the way up into the atmosphere, where there's dust particles up there for them to condense onto. It's cooler, so they are going to condense because of the drop in temperature, and furthermore, they're going to condense into water droplets, which come together to form clouds. Now, as I release the kinetic energy, the potential energy that I have stored here, there will be a rapid drop in pressure inside, causing an instantaneous condensing of the evaporated molecules inside here, because it's going to get cooler, because I'm restoring the original volume in here. So by doing this, this emulates the culmination of the science experiment, and this is when you tell the children to come closer as you have made your very own cloud in a bottle. So, and of course this could be done over and over again. Notice that as you compress the air again, it heats up, so the cloud disappears because the molecules are evaporating again. It's now back to a gaseous stage, and now back to a liquid stage when they condense and form a cloud. So clouds have always had an enthralling effect on humanity for millennia. Meteorologists and sailors used clouds to forecast the weather in the near future. For children, it became a fun, cathartic pastime as they competed with friends to who could find the most clouds, the most shapes and pictures in clouds. For understanding complicated science concepts, the more bigger, the more louder, the more impressive, the more memorable, the better it is for them to retain, for children to retain the material, and it should boost their self-esteem once they understand this, as they tell themselves, I get this and I understand it. It should help boost their self-confidence and optimism, consequently as well, and subsequently encourage and inspire them to pursue higher education, no matter what it is, even if it's like history or literature, just anything. Just to have them never give up on the passion, and to have them realize that they could remember stuff like this, or anything, that they could be successful in life. And they might peradventure change the world one day, again, because how something was taught to them when they were younger. And by personal experience, I could claim that there is no greater reward nor incentive than to know and acknowledge that you became the inspiration for a child. Thank you.